Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine show presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. And with the mids heading up to West Point for the outdoor track and field stars this weekend, we've got Tyler Yurich with us. Tyler, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Tyler, you have thrived against the Black Knights throughout your career. You took home the 100 meter in the star meet last year. What's fueling you as you head up into your final star coming up in a couple of days?
Just motivation to do the same thing, uphold the legacy of those who came before me. A lot of classes have completed the full 8-star sweep, and we don't want to be the first one to not do that. So we're just looking to have that as our prime motivation and just to our motivation to keep pushing forward. I'm excited for it though.
Tyler, anyone that's seen you run in your time at Navy, they think, why didn't you just continue football from Seneca Valley and keep going here to Annapolis? How are you able to keep yourself in top shape to look like you can lay somebody out while also being the fastest guy out there on the track?
It's just trusting in my coach and doing all the programs that he has for me and the lifting coach as well. Rhett's been good to me. Anytime that I want to do some lifts that are a little bit not track oriented, he's able to coordinate that for me. But it's never been like a huge conflict between like being in shape for track and being in shape just for general strength. So just kind of working with him to make sure I'm staying as ready as I can for track is the number one priority. But being able to do some lifts outside of that I like to do is important for me to just be able to keep myself in shape generally and just kind of get away from track for a little bit. But the priority is always track.
Yeah, and you alluded to it in your previous answer, but you've won every single star you've had a chance to capture here in your time at the academy. What's the secret to the consistency for this men's track and field program here at Navy?
I think the big thing for us is that the mindset never changes from week to week. We're always training as if it's the big competition. So um, when we go from like this Princeton meet to Army, it's the same mindset. We're training as if we're training for the NCAA championship every week. So the mindset never changes, and I think that has really helped us a lot. We got a lot of young guys that have come and stepped up this year because we had a lot of seniors that we lost that were huge contributors. So having those people step up just contributes to that mindset. Just having this mindset that we're going to be a championship team no matter what, and we're going to move forward with the people we have.
Tyler, both your parents, college athletes at Waynesburg. I want to know what was their initial impression of seeing Army Navy for the first time out of the track?
Yeah, it's a completely different environment that one that I've never experienced and one that they've certainly never experienced. My dad played football and my mom played volleyball. So it's a huge step away from that. My dad did track in high school. I don't think my mom ever did track and field. So um, it's a big jump. The environment is something unlike anything I've ever seen and probably will ever see again. It's nothing matters except for winning, which is something that you're not used to as a track and field athlete. You're always focusing on your times, your throws, your jumps. Those are always the most important things. But in this meet, it's the only thing that matters is just winning. So it's like it's the purest form of track and field, which is the awesome part. It's just purely competition, and what your performance is doesn't exactly matter as long as you win. So I think them seeing that was a big shakeup for what they're used to in track and field from watching me in high school.
Why is it still gratifying? The opportunity, the prospect of capturing another star, even though you already have seven to your name.
I think honestly, it's just like I said before, it's upholding that legacy of the people who came before. You don't want to be the one class that walks out of here with 7 stars. You don't want to be the class that walks out of here with anything less than 8. So it's always gratifying to have that win. That weight off your shoulders is nice, but this is like the biggest part of the year for us. I mean, Patriots is number 2, but always winning Army is the main priority and it always will be. But just being able to uphold that legacy of the 8 stars um, throughout indoor and outdoor track, 12 if you're cross country, but it's we don't want to be the break in the chain.
What do you particularly relish about the chance to get to compete away from home and capture another star up at West Point?
It's great to go up there. It's a different environment. It's a little bit uncomfortable for us because you don't always have the support of the fans on our side. So it's a new experience for especially for the freshmen who came in. They've never been up there. They haven't gotten to see what a hostile environment looks like in terms of an Army Navy competition. So it's different, but it's it's an environment that you will never be able to see again outside of this track and field experience. So it's just something that we get to cherish, and I'm going to be telling them just make sure you get the most of it, like make the most of every moment, because these you only get four times outdoor and indoor, and it's just an opportunity you got to take advantage of.
Tyler, how do you find that perfect equilibrium so you have just enough adrenaline to kick you over the finish and allow you to finish atop the podium, but also keep things in perspective and run controlled?
Well, a lot of it for me, I always tell myself and people around me to just be where your feet are. So I know there's a lot of things that could be taking your mind other places, but uh, being able to balance what's going on outside of track and be just purely in the moment is huge. There's a lot of adrenaline, especially there's a lot of nerves beforehand. I've always said that if you're not nervous, that means you don't care. So I think it's a good thing to be nervous. I've certainly am one of the type of people to get extremely nervous beforehand, but I always kind of console myself just knowing that this because I it means so much to me. So I mean, being able to convert that nervous energy and use it towards something productive is the most important part. Not letting it get to you or like eat at you. So just using that and letting it propel you forward instead of hold you back.
All right, Tyler, you got the AirPods in right now. What's going to be coursing through your headphones as you get ready for action in a couple of days up at Army?
Um, it's a mix of things. Sometimes I like to. It's a little uncommon, a little bit unorthodox, but sometimes I like to listen to piano music to just kind of calm my nerves a little bit, and other times I like to listen to Black Sabbath. So it's kind of it's a little bit of a two ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah, that's quite the swing. I love it.
Yeah,
Lastly, Tyler, what would it mean to you to cap your career by singing second one final time and doing it up at Army this weekend?
I mean that would be just the pinnacle to a great 4 years here. It would be an honor. Um, I know we couldn't have gotten there without our coaches, our staff, but just to be able to be another class that made it through with 8 stars it would mean the world to me, really. It would just be one of the greatest, like just a great way to cap things off, and it would mean the world, really.
Awesome. Well, enjoy it. Safe travels up to West Point, and we hope you capture another star.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You have been listening to the Navy Sports Magazine Show, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics.